Well, this was something I didn't expect. Token and Ren have released a video for their song that they brought out last week, What Does Your Love Look Like? Don't forget to check out your original artists, your independent artists like Token and Ren, because these guys are keeping it real with everything. Right, let's check this out. We are the products of what we see. That is a true statement. Let's go.
I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be.
Okay.
You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? 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 As much as I do wanna love you, I feel like we're speaking two different languages. Your house had a gate and mine had instigated, so that's the environment we feel safer in. You thought it was crazy how long that it took me to tell you I love you, like that was the weirdest. I only heard dad say I love you with mom in the room when he went back to singing his lyrics, so how could you blame me?
Wow, we are getting actual visuals of family life here from Token. Obviously, we know what the song's about. We discussed it in the last video, so we don't really need to deep dive into lyrics unless I missed something. People have told me also about the situations been with both Token and Ren, which some of them which I already knew anyway, but Token was a new one for me, and I like the guy's style, so we're gonna have to check out some more from this guy.
I only heard dad say I love you with mom in the room when he went back to singing his lyrics, so how could you blame me, cause you always choose to. You always choose to. You wanna know where I be at all the time, but that's not what I'm used to. Not what I'm used to. You knew where your dad was at work or he's home when he's taking the load off. I didn't know where until 1:24 the day I got that phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best to be a gentleman.
Hang on, I just got a bloody message. It might be important. No, it's not. Yeah, that whole wanting to know where you are and this, that, the other, and the fact that the phone dropped because obviously something dramatic has happened here. And, you know, it's a situation that a lot of people find themselves in, etc. You know what I mean? Not everyone gets good news over the phone.
Before the day I got that phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best to be a gentleman. I'm trying to learn. I never had the chance. I still look to my manager, but he gon' teach me how to be a rapper before a good man. I grew up afraid to find a letter on mama's dresser telling us goodbye. I'm used to it all, so you don't gotta hold back and cry. But I gotta tell you why I'm not right for you.
Yeah, I mean, the whole, my mum's walked out on my dad, this, that, and the other. Is that what he means when he says the phone dropped onto the floor and stuff? Do you know what I like about this here? I like the fact that we've got two real independent artists working together, especially with all this UMG stuff that's going on at the minute, you know, saying a big FU to the labels and stuff, and allowing us as reactors to use their work to spread their message. And, you know, it's such a wholesome thing. I like these two. I do. I mean, obviously, I've got more experience with Ren. The only Token songs that I've done is this one twice now. But like I say, I will dive into his catalogue.
But I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we?
No.
What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I'm not right for you, but I won't get up and leave. Cause I hate the pain that is colour my veins, that is present in solitary. What did your love look like? Does it look black and white? Is it your kryptonite? Do all your demons get louder at night and the voices get softened when we're intertwined? I've been going to therapy lately, cause the cause and the fact made me hate the way that I feel when the loving gets real. Cause I just wanna run and escape the pressure that paints me. Pressure of safety, pressures of promises that turn to maybes. Pressure of bravely moving in the same direction. The pressure been driving me crazy. So my therapist said that
Pressure is something, and the more pressure you have in your life, the worse you worry, the worse you overthink things, the worse you start pushing people away because you've got this on your mind all the time. You can't sleep, you can't eat. You know, it's not good. It's detrimental to your body when you've got a lot of pressure, and you understand that. You know, and I know a lot more about Ren's upbringing from obviously some of the songs and some of the stuff that's come out, like from the Renegades and obviously Ren himself. So, you know, we know that he's not had the greatest of starts in life, but kudos to both of these, to be honest, for making something of themselves, like at this moment in time when they've had so much bad stuff happen to them in their life. So, you know, yeah, it's good, and it's good to vent. Venting through music, I've said this in a million songs, I really have, is the best way to get it out there.
Bravely moving in the same direction. The pressure been driving me crazy. So my therapist said that these wounds that I kept were created when I was a kid. And just like that, all my thoughts raced back to a Welsh town, 96. My mother was crying, my father was screaming and shouting, denying the sin of deceiving and cheating and lying. The weeds are uprooted, the garden is dying, but still she forgives. This cycle repeats, every night I try to sleep, hearing the screams through concrete, mothering peace, a vision of love, a lesson that fused with the cells in my blood, a lesson that taught me that love ain't enough and that love can be porcelain when times get tough. Flash forward 5 years later, sitting in the passenger seat of my dad's car with my maker. My dad looked shaken, turned to face him, the words.
Do you know what? You had the visuals of what it must have been like to see that your parents were always not getting on and arguing and screaming at each other and this, that, and the other, you know. But when you see it depicted like this, when you see the kid in the bed holding his ears, pillow over his head and stuff, and like soft toys and stuff in the bedroom, you know, it strikes a chord more. It makes the visual more visual because obviously you're seeing it as well as hearing it. You know what I mean? And that is obviously heartbreaking because it hits home more. It really does.
That told me that love ain't enough and that love can be porcelain when times get tough. Flash forward 5 years later, sitting in the passenger seat of my dad's car with my maker. My dad looked shaken, turned to face him. The words that he spoke cutthroat like razor. He said, Ren, sometimes love can be complicated, navigating a world that we co-created. And I've made mistakes, but I will love you daily. And just like that, it's just me, my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled for a bit. I grew up fast.
It's crazy. It's crazy the fact that you've got that conversation there between Ren and his dad, saying that I'm never going to leave you, I'm never going to do this, I'm never going to do that. Love's just complicated at the minute, blah, blah, blah. And then on the next breath, he's gone. You know what I mean? Broken promises. That, again, you're seeing the visual of a child here watching his dad leave, knowing that he's not coming back. And that anyone who says they're going to be there for the child and they sit there like either staring at the gate or staring out the window of the house, expecting him to come back at some point and he doesn't, you know, that is a hard thing for me to think that is acceptable. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to find the words because you sit there thinking, God, can you imagine your kid sat there at the window, at the front door, waiting for you to come, and you don't come, you don't see him upset. The person he's living with sees all that upset. Do you know what I mean? The kid's just sat there wanting his dad. Obviously, in this case, Ren, and he's not coming. Do you know what I mean? That to me is it's such a heartbreaking side to when parents split up. If one of the parents who left don't bother with the child when the child really, really wants to see his dad. You know what I mean? Or mum, depending on who's left.
It's just me, my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled for a bit. I grew up fast then, cause I gotta be a new Ren. Strong for my sis and my mum at a loose end. But moving through the confusion, my born new love feels
Ren became the man of the house.
Does it tear your inside? Does it keep you up at night? My brother. Does it make you feel like a fist in the windpipe? Suffocate the feeling of what love's meant to feel like. Navigating you, but I'm still not quite right. One night stand, make the pain stop one night. One more heart to the blade of my cold night. What does your love look like?
Still affecting them both. You can see it.
You realize how hard that I work and you told me you feel for me. If I lost all my motivation and mine, would you still love me? It's easy to love when I'm up, when I'm down and you leaving. You can't even give me an answer cause you never seen it, and that's why it's hard to believe it. If you need help,
don't give it an oak, man.
Is it over for you? Maybe I'm just not the person for you, even though I still could be the soul for you. Maybe we are meant to be together, but our history got in the way. Your trust issues, my fear issues, too many issues at play. You yell fast, I get quiet, you wanna see more passion. I've seen what real yelling can lead to, so no, I don't have it. I grew up afraid to see holes in a wall in a room that was locked from inside. I promise I'm used to it all. You don't gotta ever hold back and cry, but I gotta tell you why I'm not right for you. But I'm
the whole chains on the arm thing, that was a powerful message there. Stopping him from going giving him his mum a hug and what have you. You know what I mean? And then going back to the Ren verse, you've got the whole Ren had to stand up and be the man of the house then, didn't he? You know what I mean? Even at such a young age, etc. You know, it's a lot of weight to put on someone's shoulders when they may or may not be ready for that sort of thing. You know what I mean? Crazy. I think she's reading a letter here, maybe of someone who's left. You know what I mean? That's a shithouse way of doing it.
Gotta ever hold back and cry, but I gotta tell you why I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
Got enough pairs of trainers, hasn't he? I'm Not Supposed to Be Here. Wow. The name of an album. Oh, I think I may have to check that album out, and as well as other stuff that Token may have done. I mean, wow, that's the song was a great song in the first place when we heard it like last week or whatever it was. And obviously it strikes a chord with lyrically because of the way everything is, and you can relate to a lot of it because these guys are speaking from not from a place of privilege or, you know, silver spoon in the mouth. These are coming from like their relative, like normal working class backgrounds, you know what I mean? And they're singing about stuff that us as working class people can actually relate to and sympathize with and stuff like that. It's more impactful seeing what was going on in the video, seeing the torment and the abuse from the parents, seeing the promises, the empty promises that were obviously discarded when they walked out on the life, and then seeing the kids not seeing the dads, you know, and stuff like that. It was really, really impactful for that to be portrayed as actual people in a scenario. You know what I mean? It's wow. I mean, the song's a banger. The song's a great song. I can't wait to get into Token stuff. So if you guys want me to do some more Token stuff, let me know in the comments where I should go. Should I cover that album? Whatever, you know, just let me know and I'll work my way through it. Obviously with REN, we're going to check out everything that REN does anyway, because we're quite experienced with RENs. I think I've done about 50 reactions of RENs up to now. So, because that guy is absolutely fantastically, massively talented. You know what I mean? And obviously Token, I think, is reading from the same hymn sheet as Ren is. Anyway, what did you guys think of this reaction? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to check out the original video and support our independent artists who are fighting our cause against the massive corporate machine that is the massive music labels who don't let us have anything. See you on the next video.